Episode 7 of the Hyrox training vlog. Welcome back everyone. Today's a big one. We're going to be introducing some more running. So my injury's all clear now, so I'm able to really put those kilometers in to imitate the effects of Hyrox. So I'm really excited about that. Firstly, we go straight into the warm-up. I started with some dead hangs, transitioning into some scapular pulls afterwards to really engage my lower back and my upper back and get that nice and warm. After coming off the bar, going to some calf stretches again, priming myself for the running that's going to be necessary. And then from there, I go into some Cossack squats, warming up my glutes, my hamstrings, my hip flexors, and the inner thigh. Side to side leg kicks, dynamic movement as well, warming up and priming your hips, and just feeling for any clicks or any tiredness or any aches that might be in those muscles. From there, I transition to the floor, deep squat position, you know it before, thoracic extension, go down into the frog pose, open up the hips and then really stretch out your lower back, feeding my arm through for thread the needle and feeling a stretch in your upper back. Might hear a few clicks as well. And then from there we're into the first compound kind of circuit that I've built together. So this circuit, I learned it probably 5-6 years ago, and it goes like this. So you do one ab rollout, one deadlift, one bent over row, one shoulder press, and then 2 lunges with the barbell above your head. Next round you do 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 4 lunges because you're doubling up each time, and then 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, and then all the way back to 1 again. So without any rest. So you do it for time. I think my time was around 7 minutes, and the great thing about this is that you can scale it any which way you like. You can add weight to it, you can do it on a harder surface, you can pretty much change it to however fits your needs, and if you're just building up to it, obviously you can add breaks, but the idea is to be able to do it at some point with no rest at all. So yeah, and then you do 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 with 8 lunges in the end, and then 10 lunges in the end, and then you work your way back down to 1 again. And that's the end of that circuit. A tough one, but a really good one. And again, build up to it. Don't try all of it at once and just find a weight that works for you. I could have probably done it with more than 5 kilos on either side, but this is the first time I was doing it in this year probably, so I just took it easy on myself. So in the circuit, make sure when you do the rollout, you keep your back nice and flat and you stiffen up your core. Deadlift you're familiar with, back nice and flat as well, and then the bent over row, keep that nice neutral spine. Shoulder press is self-explanatory, and in the lunges make sure you got your balance because it can be quite awkward to have the weight above your head, and then just take it easy, take the time that you need necessary. Up next, so this is the main session of my workout today. So it's 1k running, which was at 14 on the treadmill speed, 12 kettlebell swings banded to add more resistance, and then 20 burpee broad jumps, which was also obviously a Hyrox move. 3 rounds of that, no rest in between, just keep going. Banded kettlebell swings, make sure you stiffen up your core, and when you go down, you're really keeping your eyes level. And again, with the kettlebell swing, the power comes from your legs. So as you come up, really explode, push the ground beneath you, squeeze your glutes, and it should shoot up. Your arms aren't really doing much work, but the added resistance of the band can get a bit of a shoulder workout going in as well. And that's why I enjoy them in that fashion. Burpee broad jumps, self-explanatory, jump, burpee, stand up, jump, burpee. Very excited to be running again, and after this session I didn't have any pains or aches where my injury was. Considering the fact that I was running a 450 pace, it's really good to know that I can trust my body, because mentally that can be the hardest thing, to know that you can do that without risking re-injury. Okay, on to the next one. So the last exercise was the kettlebell squat and press supersetted with a core hold on the bicep ball. So I've got 2 16-kilogram kettlebells on the shoulder. Squat deep as you can, low as you can, keep your feet nice and flat, don't raise up your heels or your toes, and then press and explode up at the top. 10 of those, and then superset that with the hold on the bicep ball. Again, I was doing it on my elbows, And the trick is just squeeze your glutes, squeeze your glutes, keep your core nice and stiff, and just hold it till failure, which is what I did. On the last round, I tried to go up to my hands just to make it a bit more tough. As you can see, I'm a bit wobbly, and the trick is to just do this exercise until you're able to really just lie there comfortably without the shakes and necessary adjustments that come in. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of the Hyrox training vlog, guys. If you want to support me, you know what to do below. Any questions or comments, put them below and I'll get to them. And I hope this has inspired you to try some new movements, or you just enjoy watching me in pain. Until next week's episode, I'll see you then.